going over Netflix. We're gonna check today Netflix fair value according to Benjamin Graham, the Intelligent Investor book, who was a Warren Buffett mentor. We're gonna find out the fair value price of Netflix, as well as the price that I am willing to become a buyer, long-term buyer. And we are starting right after this. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Eve, also known as Finance After 40. Find me on TikTok, 15,000 plus followers, as well as Patreon, that we are doing some selling options for passive income on a monthly and weekly basis. Let's get started. So here is the Excel. Let's see what we have and what we need to fill. Company name, Netflix, stock symbol NFLX, we both all know that. Earning per share, EPS, that's what we're gonna find out. Multiply growth 8.5, that's a constant growth. We're gonna find out. We're gonna multiply that by 2. Corporate bond 0.4, and we're gonna find out Netflix corporate bond. Price today of Netflix is $478.8. Let's round it up to 480. We are going to find out the fair market value according to the formula, the price that Warren Buffett thinks Netflix should trade, as well as we're going to find out the price that we are going to be a long-term bag holders. So let's go to Yahoo Finance and see what we see. So this is Netflix on Yahoo Finance with the monthly graph. As you guys can see, it was at the top, $560. Then they posted earning and basically plunged all the way to 480, which is about 15% discount from all-time high. That was less than 3 weeks ago. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome buy. Are they cheap? I don't know. We're gonna see what we see. First number that we are looking for is this one, EPS TTM, earning per share trailing 12 months. 6.19. That's the number that we have. We're gonna go back to the Excel and we're gonna put 6.19 in the Excel. EPS 6.19. That's step 1. 8.5 I'm not touching. And if you saw my Intel post yesterday, there are basically the original version of this formula, which is super aggressive. And if the numbers that I get, just like yesterday I got a crazy number on Intel, then I'm gonna go with the conservative number as well. And if you watch Intel, I will post that at the end of this video. You will see that even with the most conservative number, Intel is still super undervalued according to the Value Investor book of Benjamin Graham. Let's move on. We need the next one, which is next number we're gonna look at is growth. How are we finding growth? We're gonna go back to Yahoo Finance, and in Yahoo Finance we're gonna scroll all those tabs to analytics, analysis. We're gonna scroll down and we're gonna pick the number one before the end, next 5 years growth. And just right now I see a crazy number, and that just tells me that Netflix is gonna have a crazy good valuation, but I'm just ahead of myself. So look at this crazy number, 40.95, 40% growth over the next 5 years. Pretty crazy. I also saw an article a couple of days ago that Netflix is upping the price for, I don't know, $3 per subscription. Super bullish for me. I'm not in Netflix, but after this video and according to the result, I might start a trade for Patreon members. Check the description below. We might go deep in the money calls, or we might sell some put credit spread for income. We'll see what we'll see once I get that number. So I'm going to take 40.95. I'm going to go back to the Excel with this number. We are back in the Excel, and in the growth column, I'm going to put 40.95. Okay, multiply by 2 the growth. Next one is corporate bond. That's a constant, 4.4. That's the constant in the formula in the book. Next one we're gonna find out is the bond, the yield bond that Netflix pays to owners that don't really want to buy Netflix shares because they're afraid of a downturn. So they just buy the corporate bond and they get basically a coupon every 3 months, something like that. I'm not a bond expert, so don't rely on that. But we're gonna find that Let's go. We're gonna search that in. So I just Google Netflix corporate bond coupon. You can do the same for every stock that you try to evaluate. And I'm looking for the highest number. The higher it is, the more conservative I am. So let's see what our results are. The first one says 5.87. That's good. Next one says 4.37. Okay, we're gonna ignore 5.87 again. Let's see if we have anything else. 3.62. So I'm gonna go with 5.87. I'm gonna put that number in our calculation in the Excel. 5.8. Back in the Excel, guys, I put the number 5.87. That's the Netflix corporate bond. And basically, once I click enter, we will get the stock of Netflix fair value price. And from that price, we're gonna see what price we are willing to pay. Warren Buffett would like to get 33% discount. That doesn't mean that we're just gonna jump in on the price today. We're gonna calculate the price now and the fair value now, and we're gonna calculate the price that we will be a long-term holder if we want to be. And basically that's what's gonna happen. And if I bring you guys any sort of value before I click enter, don't forget to subscribe to get more of those videos and other. And write in your comment which stock would you like me to analyze next. Okay, let's go and let's click enter and see Netflix. 420. 420 is the fair value of Netflix as of today, with all the aggressive part. We are now at 478 and stock fair value is 420. That's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna change this to the other formula that's super conservative. I'm sticking to the aggressive side. That means to me that Netflix is super overvalued at 480 compared to where it should trade, which is 420. Of course, the market will do whatever the market wants to do, but this is one way to figure it out. And for me to be a buyer, I would like another 33% discount on 420, which means that I'm gonna go to my calculator. I'm gonna click 419 times 44. I'm gonna multiply it by 67%. It's gonna give me the following number. 281. Okay, and ideally that's the price. While it sounds far-fetched and it's pretty like 50% down from here, that's the price that Warren Buffett would be a buyer of Netflix, at 281. Now we could play with the numbers and everything and get to a higher valuation, and of course this is just one method of figure out the price. But this is pretty surprising. People think that Netflix should go to 1,000 to 800, and it could. It might will go. But I'm not touching Netflix. And if I'm lose on this stock, so be it. I'm not gonna trade just because a stock should go up. That's not what I do. I will stick to the Warren Buffett formula. I'm very bullish on Intel. Go watch the video from yesterday. This is super undervalued compared to the real conservative value, not even the aggressive. This is the aggressive formula. We got a price of 420 where it should trade. Now it's at 480. I'm out for Netflix. This is not a financial advice. This is just my opinion. Do as you will, but this is another indicator for you to see what you see and decide how you want to proceed from that point. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Yeah.